Friends, it is time for the daily lectionary reading for Saturday, January 29th. January is almost over already. We've got Psalm 71, 1 to 6, and since it is day 3 in this psalm, we will do it in the Holman Christian Standard Bible translation. Then we have 2 Chronicles 36, 11 to 21, and our gospel is John 1, 43 to 51. So Psalm 71, a prayer for lifelong protection and help. It says, Lord, I seek refuge in you. Let me never be disgraced. In your justice, rescue and deliver me. Listen closely to me and save me. Be a rock of refuge for me where I can always go. Give the command to save me, for you are my rock and fortress. Deliver me, my God, from the power of the wicked, from the grasp of the unjust and oppressive. For you are my hope, Lord God, my confidence from my youth. I've leaned on you from birth. You took me from my mother's womb. My praise is always about you. All right. And then we've got 2 Chronicles 36, 11 to 21. The reign of Zedekiah and the fall of Jerusalem. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he began to reign. He reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. He did what was evil in the sight of his Lord, the Lord his God. He did not humble himself before the prophet Jeremiah, who spoke from the mouth of the Lord. He also rebelled against King Nebuchadnezzar, who had made him swear by God. He stiffened his neck and hardened his heart against turning to the Lord, the God of Israel. All the leading priests and the people also were exceedingly unfaithful, following all the abominations of the nations, and they polluted the house of the Lord that he had consecrated in Jerusalem. The Lord, the God of their ancestors, sent persistently to them by his messengers because he had compassion on his people, on his dwelling place. But they kept mocking the messengers of God, despising his words, and scoffing at his prophets, until the wrath of the Lord against his people became so great that there was no remedy. Therefore he brought up against them the king of the Chaldeans, who killed their youths with a sword in the house of their sanctuary, and had no compassion on young men or young women, the aged or the feeble. He gave them all into his hand. All the vessels of the house of the Lord, large and small, and the treasures of the house of the Lord, and the treasures of the king and his officials, all these he brought to Babylon. They burned the house of God, broke down the wall of Jerusalem, burned all of its palaces with fire, and destroyed all of its precious vessels. He took into exile in Babylon those who had escaped from the sword, and they became servants to him and to his sons until the establishment of the kingdom of Persia, to fulfill the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah, until the land had made up for its Sabbaths. All the days that it lay desolate, it kept so. It kept Sabbath to fulfill 70 years. John 1, 43 to 51. Jesus calls his disciples, Philip and Nathanael. The next day, Jesus decided to go to Galilee. He found Philip and said to him, Follow me. Now, Philip was from Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip found Andrew and said to him, We have found him about whom Moses in the law and also the prophets wrote, Jesus, son of Joseph from Nazareth. And Nathanael said to him, Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Philip said to him, Come and see. And when Jesus saw Nathanael coming toward him, he said of him, Here is truly an Israelite in whom there is no deceit. And Nathanael asked him, Where did you get to know me? And Jesus answered, I saw you under the fig tree before Philip called you. Nathanael replied, Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel. And Jesus answered, Do you believe because I told you that I saw you under the fig tree? You will see greater things than these. And he said to him, Very truly, I tell you, you will see heaven opened and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. And that sounds like a good place to end. See you tomorrow.